Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live like a monk for a few weeks or months? To cut out all the distractions, temptations, and noise from your life and focus on what really matters to you. To achieve your goals and dreams faster than you ever thought possible. Well, that's exactly what I've been doing for the last few years, and let me tell you, it's been amazing. I call it monk mode, and it's the secret weapon of high performers. In this video, I'm going to share with you what monk mode is, how I do it, and how you can do it too. What is monk mode? So, what is monk mode exactly? Well, it's not as complicated or scary as it sounds. It's basically a period of time where you dedicate yourself to your work and your goals, and you eliminate anything that doesn't serve you or help you grow. It's like a self-imposed boot camp for your mind, body, and soul. Sounds awesome, right? Now, there are 3 rules that I follow in monk mode, no matter what. These are non-negotiable for me, and this should be for you too. They are no alcohol or weed, 30 minutes of exercise, and 10 minutes of meditation. Why these 3? Well, because they are the most effective and simple ways to improve your health, energy, mood, focus, and creativity. Trust me, you don't need any substances to feel good or have fun in monk mode. You'll be having so much fun working on your goals that you won't even miss them. And exercise and meditation are the best habits to keep your body and mind in shape and ready for action. But that's not all. I'll also add 1 to 3 extra variables to my monk mode protocol, depending on what I want to achieve or improve. For example, sometimes I add praying to my routine, because I'm a spiritual person and I like to connect with God and express my gratitude. Sometimes I limit my phone screen time to 1 hour a day, because I don't want to waste time on social media or other distractions. And sometimes I follow a specific diet, like keto or intermittent fasting, because I want to lose weight or detox my body. You can choose whatever variables work for you and your goals, as long as they're challenging but realistic. Don't try to do too much at once, or you'll burn out and quit. Remember, monk mode is not a punishment, it's a reward. How long should monk mode last? Now, you might be wondering, how long should I do monk mode for? Is it a one-time thing, or a recurring thing? Well, the answer is, it depends. It depends on your goals, your schedule, your motivation, and your personality. But I'll give you some general guidelines that I follow and that I think will work for most people. First of all, monk mode should last at least 21 days. Why 21 days? Because that's the minimum amount of time it takes to form a new habit or break an old one. And trust me, you'll be forming and breaking a lot of habits in monk mode. So don't try to do it for less than 21 days, or you'll be wasting your time and effort. You need to commit to it fully and give it your best shot. Second of all, monk mode should not last more than 90 days. Why 90 days? Because that's the maximum amount of time you can sustain a high level of focus and intensity without burning out or losing interest. And trust me, you don't want to burn out or lose interest in monk mode. You want to keep it fresh and exciting, and you want to see results fast. So don't try to do it for more than 90 days, or you'll be risking your health and happiness. You need to balance it with other aspects of your life and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Third of all, you should start with 21 days if you're a beginner, and then increase the duration as you get more comfortable and confident with monk mode. For example, you can start with 21 days, then take a week off, then do 30 days, then take another week off, then do 45 days, and so on. You can also experiment with different variables and see what works best for you and your goals. The key is to challenge yourself but not overwhelm yourself. You want to make monk mode a part of your lifestyle, not a one-time event. Who is monk mode for? So, who is monk mode for? Is it for everyone, or only for a select few? Well, the truth is, monk mode is for anyone who wants to accomplish their goals and is tired of not doing what they say they will do. You know, those people who always have big plans and dreams, but never take action or follow through. Those people who always make excuses and procrastinate. Those people who always settle for less than they deserve. If you're one of those people, then monk mode is for you. Because monk mode will help you get out of your comfort zone and get things done. It will help you stop talking and start doing. It will help you turn your vision into reality. But monk mode is not only for those people. It's also for anyone who wants to challenge themselves and take on bigger projects and opportunities. You know, those people who always have a hunger and a curiosity for learning and growing. Those people who always seek new experiences and adventures. Those people who always strive for excellence and greatness. If you're one of those people, then monk mode is for you too. Because monk mode will help you level up your skills and knowledge. It will help you explore new possibilities and potentials. It will help you achieve more than you ever imagined. And finally, monk mode is a way of life for me, and it can be for you too. You see, I don't do monk mode all the time, but I do it in different seasons of my life, depending on what I want to achieve or improve. For example, sometimes I do monk mode when I want to launch a new product or service, or when I want to write a book or create a course. Sometimes I do monk mode when I want to learn a new skill or language, or when I want to travel to a new place or culture. Sometimes I do monk mode when I want to improve my health or fitness, or when I want to deepen my relationships or spirituality. Monk mode helps me to focus on what matters most to me at any given time, and to make the most out of every opportunity. Monk mode helps me to live my best life, and it can help you too. Do you smoke cigars in monk mode? Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, hey, wait a minute. You said no alcohol or weed in monk mode. But what about cigars? Don't you smoke cigars? Isn't that bad for you? Well, yes, I do smoke cigars. And no, it's not bad for me, at least not in moderation. Let me explain. You see, I still smoke cigars in monk mode because I find no negative effects from it. In fact, I find positive effects from it. Cigars help me bond with my business partners and clients, who are also cigar aficionados. Cigars help me network and build relationships, which are essential for success in any field. Cigars help me close deals and make money, which are also important for achieving my goals. So, as you can see, cigars are not a distraction or a temptation for me in monk mode. They are a tool and a strategy. But that's not all. Cigars are also my way of relaxing and having some alone time, which I believe every high performer needs. You see, monk mode can be very intense and demanding, and sometimes you need to take a break and unwind. And for me, there's nothing better than lighting up a cigar and enjoying the aroma and the flavor. It's like a mini vacation for my mind and my senses. It's like a reward for my hard work and dedication. It's like a meditation for my soul. And before you judge me or criticize me for smoking cigars in monk mode, let me remind you of someone who did the same thing and was still one of the best athletes in history. His name is Michael Jordan. Yes, the Michael Jordan. The basketball legend. The 6-time NBA champion. The greatest of all time. He smoked cigars too, and he was still unstoppable on the court. He even said that cigars helped him relax and focus before the games. So, if it worked for him, why can't it work for me? Or for you? When do you decide to go into monk mode? Another question I get a lot is, when do I decide to go into monk mode? Is it something I plan ahead, or something I do spontaneously? Well, the answer is, it depends. It depends on my goals, my schedule, my motivation, and my mood. But I'll give you some general guidelines that I follow and that I think will work for most people. First of all, I decide to go into monk mode when I know I have a pocket of space in my schedule where I can focus on my work and goals without too much distraction or travel. For example, if I know I have a month or two where I don't have any major events or commitments, or where I don't have to travel too much, then I use that time to go into monk mode and work on my projects and priorities. I find that this is the best way to make the most out of my time and energy, and to avoid interruptions and distractions. Second of all, I decide to go into monk mode regardless of my circumstances if I'm not where I want to be in life. For example, if I feel like I'm stuck or behind in my career or business, or if I feel like I'm not living up to my potential or purpose, then I use monk mode as a way to get ahead and achieve more. I find that this is the best way to overcome challenges and obstacles, and to create opportunities and possibilities. Monk mode helps me to take control of my life and make things happen. Do you listen to music in monk mode? Now, some of you might be wondering, do I listen to music in monk mode? And if so, what kind of music do I listen to? Well, yes, I do listen to music in monk mode, but not the same kind of music that I listen to when I'm not in monk mood. Let me explain. You see, music is like food. It can nourish you or poison you, depending on what you choose and how much you consume. And just like food, you need to be present and aware to appreciate something simple and healthy, rather than crave something fast and intense. That's why, in monk mode, I tend to listen to quieter and less stimulating music, such as classical or old-school music. These kinds of music help me relax and calm my mind, rather than hype me up or distract me. They also help me appreciate the beauty and complexity of the melodies and harmonies, rather than the lyrics or the beats. But that's not all. Listening to less stimulating music also helps me reset my dopamine levels and be more conscious and focused. You see, dopamine is a neurotransmitter that makes you feel good and motivated when you do something rewarding or pleasurable. But too much dopamine can also make you addicted and desensitized to those rewards or pleasures. And that's what happens when you listen to too much stimulating music, especially the ones that are loud, fast, or catchy. They flood your brain with dopamine and make you crave more and more of them, until nothing else satisfies you or makes you happy. That's why, in monk mode, I listen to less stimulating music, so I can lower my dopamine levels and be more sensitive and responsive to other rewards or pleasures, such as working on my goals or enjoying nature. Which part of monk mode is the most difficult for you? Nah, I'm not going to lie to you. Monk mode is not easy. It's not a walk in the park. It's not a piece of cake. It's a challenge. It's a struggle. It's a battle. And sometimes, it's a war. And the most difficult part of monk mode for me is when there are last-minute curveballs or obligations that interfere with my plan or routine. You know, those unexpected events or emergencies that pop up out of nowhere and demand your attention or action. Those things that you can't predict or control, but you have to deal with anyway. Those things that make you want to scream or cry or quit. For example, sometimes I have to deal with a client who changes their mind or cancels the order at the last minute. Sometimes I have to deal with a family member who gets sick or needs my help. Sometimes I have to deal with a technical issue or a power outage that disrupts my work. Sometimes I have to deal with a personal problem or a conflict that affects my mood. These are the things that make monk mode hard for me, because they mess up my plan or routine, and they force me to adapt and adjust my monk mode protocol accordingly. But you know what? That's also the beauty of monk mode. Because it teaches me to be flexible and resilient. It teaches me to cope and improvise. It teaches me to overcome and persevere. It teaches me to be a problem solver and a solution finder. It teaches me to be a leader and a winner. So, even though these curveballs or obligations are the most difficult part of monk mode for me, they're also the most rewarding part of monk mode for me, because they make me grow and improve as a person and as a professional. And that's what monk mode is all about. How do you deal with your relationships during monk mode? Now, some of you might be wondering, how do I deal with my relationships during monk mode? Do I isolate myself from my friends and family? Do I ignore their calls and texts? Do I avoid social events and gatherings? Do I become a hermit or a loner? Well, no, not exactly. Let me explain. You see, I love monk mode because it's easy for my friend and family to understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I don't have to explain or justify myself to them. I don't have to make excuses or apologies to them. I don't have to feel guilty or ashamed of them. All I have to do is tell them that I'm in monk mode, and they get it. They respect it. They support it. And that's because ever since I started using the term monk mode, people have been more respectful and supportive of my choices and commitments. They know that monk mode is not a rejection or a neglect of them. It's not a sign of arrogance or selfishness. It's not a phase or a fad. It's a serious and meaningful pursuit of my goals and dreams. It's a way of honoring myself and my potential. It's a way of living my best life and becoming my best self. And they appreciate that. They admire that. They celebrate that. What are the true results of monk mode? The best way to find out the true results of monk mode is to try it for yourself for at least 21 days. Trust me, you won't regret it. You'll be amazed by what you can do and who you can become in just 3 weeks of monk mode. And once you do it, you'll want to do it again and again, because it's addictive and rewarding. It's the best gift you can give yourself and the world. So, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and start your monk mode today. And let me know how it goes in the comments below.